things may be taking some curvy twirls on your hair growth journey, and that's still a part of the process, something that you acknowledge as a blessing, a lesson, a gift, and a piece of divine peace for awareness to move forward. That's what we're going to take every single whoop toot turn on our quote unquote perfect routine with the perfect situations in life and moving forward and doing what we want and enjoying life and getting your hair together in its growth journey. Now, yes, some of these parts may look a little off. Yes, crazy situations that don't sit right. It maybe make you feel like, am I actually growing hair, or am I taking twirls and turns into places I wasn't even aware of? Remember, hair growth is a life reflection, and sometimes life is very uncertain with certain places. It can be a little chaotic, and it may take you on a route where you didn't even want to go, but in actuality, it's truly a gift. And let's talk about why they're gifts. They're gifts because it brings awareness into what can become better, what is working, and as well, it is showing us the pieces that you maybe didn't even know you needed. And sometimes these redirections are places to help you get into a better space overall that you weren't even aware of. And so we have to acknowledge everything again as a gift. Remember that creator said life is a gift. There is so much to be grateful for, and your hair is a crown of glory. And even if your hair is not doing what it should be doing right now, it's still considered a crown of glory. Glory into what? You have the answer to that. It could be glory into goodness, glory into darkness, glory, whatever you're glorifying at that moment, that's where your hair growth is going to go to. Because remember, your hair is an antenna and it shows the environments you're around, the things you're attracting on your daily basis, the situations that are enlightening, uplifting you. I'm sorry. And making you into your better place, or things that are bringing you down, not servicing your journey, and things that need to be removed, certain stressors, certain triggers, certain many different times, different things that you weren't even aware of was affecting it in so much. So first, take a moment and kind of see where you're at in your situation, and if things are going up, good, down, and if things have been getting a little chaotic. In everybody's world right now, especially if you live in America, it's pretty chaotic. There's so much going on to try to bring fear into lives, such as our stamps being cut for families and insurance prices trying to go up. And it's a lot of things that people are not having control over because of quote unquote government situations that cannot service it. But that's a whole nother talk for another conversation. The one thing I need everyone to know is we are not to be conformed by this world. We're to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Yes, we have a lot of health situations, a lot of food needs to be taken care of, but these are times when we need to start getting to the root, not just for our hair growth, but the root to what we can have control over. We can start building gardens. We can start being a garden for ourselves with love. We can start helping one another more in different situations so that people can be thriving and being a more exuberant life. We need to start checking in on our neighbors, how we can help and support. And that as well means checking in with yourself and seeing your peace, your self-care, and things that are going to help you on these places and spaces when things are not going in the way you want to see them. So let's say there is a lot of topsy-turvy situations happening. How can you mitigate and control the controllables? That can be your emotions, emotional regulation. That can be creative outlets of some sort to help you focus and get back into a peace of mind. That can be taking a break, such as going into nature. Remember, the best things in life are free, and that even including our hair growth. Now, I know the hair products per se are not the freest, but they are something that are found in nature, which is bringing it to a free reverence. So let's really start thinking about our hair growth as a space of transformation in our life as well. Our life journey, our situations, our circumstances. Like, how are we taking care of the other pieces in our life, our families, our peace of mind, our studies, our personal development, our finances, our spiritual growth, especially number one, spiritual. Like, remember, do not be conformed by this world. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Remember, renewing your mind is literally a scientific thing of building new neurons in the brain, which is neuroplasticity. That is a real thing. You do not have to just let things go and dissipate and autotroph into a place of neglect. And remember, your hair is connected to your blood-brain barrier. So while you are expanding and becoming into your new roots, that is a way for your hair growth to be expanded as well. Because remember, it's a connection, antenna, crown of glory. It's all coming together, right? So when we're going on these places and we're not knowing how things are going to happen, how things are going to do, that's again that voice, allowing creator to be a part in your journey. Because at the end of the day, nothing is really certain. The only things that are certain is change and creator. So being able to live in a space of obedience versus sacrifice, meaning, yes, there are different pieces you need to do, but remember that creator is a God of miracles. So even when you're going on these different journeys and having these different pieces, your hair growth is going to be something that is going to not just exude the outer beauty, but your inner glow, your confidence, your self-esteem, your character, all of these different places that are things that cannot be taken from you, which again is not being conformed by this world, but is transforming your mind. Remember, your mind is a powerful thing, and it is something that you do not allow to be taken hold, to be in a place of fear. And that's why in these times where we're having all these things, like, yes, there's genocides that are because the United States, partially a lot. We're having these circumstances I just said, which is again same place, and I have so many thoughts and processes on these things, but one thing I love to do is not to dwell in those situations. It's like, don't get yourself into a place of collective gathering of chaos energy. That is what they want to build up, and that's something that is not going to service your hair growth in no way, shape, or form. It's actually going to cause you stress, make you upset, and things. So what you can do is start controlling the controllables and prepping and planning on ways that you can make things better in your situation, your family, those around you. How are you going to put into play different plans that are going to assist others to get into their very better best self and allow you and your community to thrive? These are the things that we can do, and that's going to enhance your hair growth journey too. Remember, having some type of routine on your hair maintenance, which is best for you, by learning and becoming one and meeting your trusted support team with your hair growth, as well as your other support teams like your doctors and things of that nature. Being able to get in and do things that are going to assist you on that growth journey is really going to support you as a whole being, not just for your hair. We're not looking just for hair. We want an overall glow into our life, and these circumstances sometimes can be really tricky and chaotic, but remember, do not service into that energy. Be a light and beacon where you flicker something new, like a new trajectory, and that really will enhance your hair growth in many ways. Because at the end of the day, when you're doing these type of things, you are allowing yourself to get into a new space. Let's create a new way of being in life and overall growth journey situations. Like, these things are not applicable to take over your mind. Like, don't let nothing ever overtake your space. And I know it is so much going on in the earth right now, but remember that creator did definitely state that for every issue and disease, there is some type of thing in the earth that can really service and make you and your body new. So let's keep that in mind as we move forward as well, because that goes with our hair growth, but as well our whole mind, body, and spirit. And that will allow us to activate into a new place, new reverence for life, new peace, new development, and your hair growth is gonna just prosper even more because you're putting in those things that are natural, that are gonna get you on your journey in a loving, light manner as well. And so I want you to really start tapping in and noting that even when there's things that you cannot control, you can control becoming one with Creator. That is a main part that's going to help on your hair growth journey, because you will get guided and get different guidance answers to get to the next step, to the next thing, not just on your hair, but other things in your life as well. And it's really a beautiful journey overall. And while you are doing these things, you are as well seeking your peace of mind. Remember, peace of mind is a gift, the best presence. And how do you get peace of mind? By becoming and getting into your present, being into your body, being aware of how you're feeling, the mindset, not allowing things to control you. And when you do have a situation, you address it. Don't ingest it. You digest it, meaning you take moments to see why you're feeling certain ways and how you can move forward and get into your boundaries, into a new situation. This life we are living, finding places and sense of gratitude attitude as well is really going to help on this hair growth journey, because when you do gratitude attitude, that literally lifts up your frequency in your body, which in turn will be positive feedback for your hormones, which in turn is a place that supplements into your bloodstream, which is the place that feeds the follicles for your hair growth, and as well, of course, your mind. And we've been talking about that this entire time. So I really need you to just start looking, loving, embracing, even when things can be all over the place. And remember to have gratitude attitude and be able to be a beacon of hope, light, change, all at the same time. These are the things that are going to enhance your hair growth, because remember that beauty is not from the outer place, it's from an inner space. And being able to use your fruits of spirit, knowing the best things in life are free, meaning these are gifts that are given because of a continual practice, habits that you build and become into your very better best self. And so I again am Tree from Tree Essentials, and I am an advanced natural hair consultant and as well a certified wellness specialist. I can really get you on your hair growth journey in an optimal way. You can go ahead, click the link in my bio, and as well you can join my free community where I have a plethora of other holistic hair care information. And I want you to just really start looking at this as a overall life experience, because your hair growth journey really is. And we are restoring our tree to grow essentially. And yes, our hair is a tree. We are like a plant, and we have the ability to plant seeds, inspire others, and inspire change. And you have a great day and or night whenever you are watching this. And I truly look forward and honored to working and being and seeing you all soon. You have a good day and or night whenever you are watching this, and have a good one. Bye.